Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to the Away Day Guide. This time it's MK Dons. I've got Google Maps. It's already open, so we will try and find our new dope burger. We have got the wonderful and amazing Amy Downs with me. Amy, how are you?
I'm all good, thank you. I'm still buzzing from Tuesday night. I've still got LA in my head. I the next morning I woke up with that in my head, which was amazing because actually at some of the away games lately I haven't heard that one. So it was such a good atmosphere. I reckon we were warming up the crowd for this weekend.
Well, absolutely. 7,000. It's going to be more like a home game. For those that were asking, yes, you're right. We weren't on last night. I do apologise. I had a fever all night and then most of the day, so I was not well enough. So after telling you, Amy, on Wednesday night to go and rest your voice because we needed to do the show, I then couldn't do the show.
But what a bloody trooper still turning up tonight. You are amazing.
This is my second show of the night already.
I know, and you got another one coming as well. You
I
are
know.
you are amazing. You've
We
also
do not
thrown
rest.
my nice relaxing Friday night into absolute disarray. I went for a haircut earlier. I had a nice wash, cut, and blow dry. I was like, oh, I've got no kids. I'm gonna relax. Oh no, I've got to jump on and talk football.
Well, let's do that. It's obviously MK this weekend. First of all, 7,000. We are huge.
I don't. Can somebody please tell me why it's so popular? Is it just because it's close? Is it because like Charlton's normally a big like London away game? Why is there so many? Because it's shite. I'm sure that everybody going tomorrow is going to have a bloody amazing time. The people that I was there with on Saturday. There's a couple of really young lads who I've known since they were kids. They're going to have an incredible time with that. That kind of crowd is like getting up to when we were in the Euros. That's huge. That was amazing. So I'm sure whoever goes tomorrow will have an amazing time. But really, what is so good about MK Dons? I would love to
I
hear
think
people tell me.
I think there's a bit of the answer. Under 2 hours, not far to go. Obviously, for a lot of people, they don't live in Ipswich, as I've started the journey from
Yeah,
from there.
From
But
London, it's yeah.
yeah, Rich obviously near Newmarket. It's not far for him at all. I mean, for Rich on Tuesday, it was only an hour and a half. Could you believe? So he's not far from
Yes,
even
I had a
Donny.
friend who told me he'd left work at 5:30 and still made it for kickoff. I was like, did you maybe push the speed limits a little bit on the A1?
We couldn't comment on that one. Ben says because we're massive. Colin says because it's a good stadium.
If you
Good
say so,
stadium
Colin.
says Brooklyn. Well, I don't know. I like to see it full
I think
anyway.
it is for like our level. Of course it is because it's a 30k stadium. But
It's a lovely stadium.
I never really got on board with it. I'm not. No.
Yeah, but that's because you like to get bladdered.
I don't know
And
what you mean.
this, no,
I don't know what you're
no,
talking about.
it's water in that glass this evening. And you've obviously already said to our guest it's a shit stadium because there's no pubs around it.
Yep.
Like
And he
your
agreed.
your checklist for a for a ground is pub within 5 minutes walking distance.
Oh,
That's
not necessarily. The ones that
it can be
actually
10.
every game I've been to a bit of a trek, but you need at least like a 10-minute,
See, I told you.
£8 taxi ride away with plenty of choice. Of course you do. Otherwise, what's the point in the away day?
Absolutely. Well, tonight is the night to really tune into the Away Day Guide because we've got Colin Butler joining us very shortly. And he has told us the very first thing he said was he's been talking about what today, Amy?
Oh,
Driving restrictions.
Yes.
So he will be able to fill us in about parking and getting out of the ground with our 3 points,
As
basically.
we were saying this on Tuesday night, I was with the ever-present, ever-wonderful designated driver Ant Steele on Tuesday night, and he was talking about where to park. He's going to Fenny something station. I'll tell you that later. So it's a bit of a challenging one if you're driving, and even if you're going by public transport, it's blooming miles away from the train station. So it's not a great one. I'm waiting for us to get a few tips tonight, hopefully, to help make tomorrow a bit easier for everybody.
Well, before we bring Colin in, let's remind ourselves just as how good we've had it recently against MK. Unbeaten in the last 5, stretching all the way back to 2016. Obviously, 3 have been draws, so they are turning the tide. Hopefully, the next time we do this show, there's not a great big L in red sitting now, because this is the big game for us. But 2-2, started the year. Amy, I still get nightmares about that. We were 2-0 up. Should have seen it through. Should have seen it home. We just capitulated.
A standard for us around that time, though, isn't it?
It was sadly 0-0. I do remember. I think was it the 1-0 win where we got Holy, Lambert and Co doing the old halfway hand holding to the crowd. I think that's the one there, isn't it? Where then shortly after that the wheels came off.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I think as well, if you look even further back than those stats as well, we've got admittedly it descends into Wimbledon, but we've got a decent record against these guys. For me, the one and only time I've been down to MK Dons was 2015, December 2015, and I had just been. I planned a trip down. Rich will remember this one. Our very own cruncher. I had a concert, Stereophonics, in Birmingham the night before, and we went and stayed in Birmingham, and we went to Stereophonics, which was blooming amazing. And then we all went in like separate cars down to MK Dons the next day, because that was and we won that day. I remember nice seats, nice leg room. It was all right once you got into the grounds, but I also remember vividly that I wasn't drinking because I just found out I was pregnant. So knowing that I like a good pub, I remember at the time thinking this would be awful if I was out for a day out.
Fair. I'm still kind of Stereophonics.
What's wrong with that?
Anyway,
I don't. You know, like when I used to work in radio, it's like no dead air. I'm like, seriously, what's wrong with Stereophonics? That was amazing. We're the same age, aren't we?
Did I say? Have the words "they're wrong, they're bad" left my lips? No, you're entitled to like who you like.
Every person who's grown up in what 90s.
I'm going deeper underground.
No, that's Jamiroquai, you knobhead.
Christ, in that case, I definitely ain't got a clue the fuck you're talking about.
Stereophonics, handbag,
no
handbags
idea.
and the glad rags.
Yeah, the Office theme tune. Yeah, I've always thought that was overrated.
Yeah, there's more. There's so many more.
Yeah, but you can't tell me what they are. Anyway, right.
Well, no, I can't, because you don't want to hear me singing. Trust me.
No. We've got former players, the ground itself, which you've so subtly pictured, made a picture at home for so nice. Parking, pub, and then the score prediction. Let's go ahead and bring our guest in. Here's the man, the myth. He's the guy that's going to tell us the ins and the outs, particularly how to get out with 3 points. Colin Butler. Colin, how are you?
Yeah, good. Nice to see you. Thanks for the invite. Hi, Amy. Nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you too. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem. No
now,
problem.
The last time I saw
these Stereophonics are crap.
Oh no! I can't believe there's not more comments about this. Yeah. They were amazing. We need a bit of crunch tonight because he was there. No.
Does he like Stereophonics?
Yeah, he was there with me.
Was he?
Right. Yeah, you're really affecting his rep. Stereophonics, well, shit. I mean, you could just put shit in there.
Yeah, well, shit.
Just to really ram it home.
Yeah, just to really ram down the throats. Now, Colin, the last time I saw you, I got a bone to pick with you because we were doing a show about Scott Fraser, and you sold me on a really good player. I've got my receipt somewhere here. I want my bloody money back, man, because he never turned up.
You sport him, mate. You sport him. From what I've been told, you played him in the wrong position, mate. He never done no wrong to us. He never done no wrong for us.
You mean?
I don't think he missed from the spot all season, and he could pick a pass.
That was the first
thing he did was miss a penalty.
I remember that, and I remember thinking, Colin told us he never missed.
He never missed. I think it was 13 penalties. I think he took, and he scored every single one. Yeah, good player, mate. Good player. But you made money on him. Don't be bitter.
Are you telling me he's not a left winger then?
He's more centre of the park, more roaming, I think. Left to his own devices. I mean, I think he got a bit of a rope go anywhere you like ticket, and it worked. It worked.
Is he better two up front as part of two up front?
No, I don't think so. No. Well, I mean, we play generally with him just behind the striker, so
I wish we had
You
it.
know,
Nah, we don't do even that.
And when the striker pulls somebody out of position, he filled the gap in behind and he ran into it. He scored some cracking goals for us.
I wish
Great
we
player.
had it done.
We were gutted, but I'm pleased to say we got a massive upgrade.
Well, yes, and we'll probably come to him at some point. But first of all, you must. Do you get it all the time? MK is. Well, I can't put it nicely, really.
No, I don't expect you to.
MK Dons, fake club, fake fans. I mean, you're not fake.
Yeah,
I can clearly see you're real right now in front of me. But do you get that a lot as a fan of MK?
Everywhere.
What do you think?
I mean, it might surprise you, and it might surprise you. I'm the chairman of the Supporters Association. I've been the chairman for about 2 or 3 years now, and I've had death threats. Seriously, I've had death threats, and that is not a joke, from AFC Wimbledon fans who they find your email address on the internet, and they, and I told the previous chairman, I said, you're never going to believe it. I had a couple of emails the other night, and I said both wishing me, dead, a painful death, cancer for my kids and what have you, and all the rest of it. And he went, join the club, mate. They've all had it.
Just for moving a fucking football stadium.
Yeah, well, no, we moved the club and it ain't gone back to London as far as I know.
No, but still, you've not. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, it just shows you how crackers some people are to take it to that extreme. I could take abuse, I could take banter, and all this, that, and the other. I got broad enough shoulders, but to be told that I'm a marked man and don't wander outside too close to London and all the rest of it. But I say some bollocks. I go where I like.
What's it like now being the same level as them?
Oh, well, I don't know. I can't see that far behind me.
Yeah.
Mind the gap. That's what I say.
We've been there.
We play them in mid to early April, and our dream is to relegate them.
Mind the gap. We've been there ourselves, Colin. We've said that ourselves, and now we're looking up 2 divisions at them. They're somewhere up there in the clouds. But,
do you know every season they come to us, they do thousands of pounds worth of damage. Thousands of pounds worth of damage.
Really?
Yeah. Excuse the terminology, but some of them have even shit on the floor. I mean, incredible.
Wow. Well, yeah.
I was thinking about because we did the sort of Wimbledon away day guide quite recently as well. So it's like trying to work out when the split was. And I was thinking, I vividly remember our fans saying we would boycott MK Dons, and I think for me that was part of the not
thanks
wanting
for the
to
boycott
go there.
this time round.
Well, evidently that's now gone, but I think that's because now you are a club in your own. Like,
absolutely.
Without that, of course, that's part of your history. But maybe it's now because they are in the same league. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. But for me, I feel like they've kind of got themselves back up again. But I do I was thinking about it the other day. I'm sure we were boycotting. I'm sure we were. And then I couldn't remember why we decided it wasn't an issue when I went back in 2015.
Yeah.
Nick Muller. My MK ground is better than Wimbledon's. There you go.
Well, there ain't no doubt about it. I mean, just everybody who's listening tonight, the nickname for the new plough lane that they're apparently going back to that they've never been to before, because it's about half a mile down the road. We call it the Meccano Stadium because it's 2/3 of it's temporary.
Sorry, ours is Portaloo apparently.
Meccano Stadium, like that.
Meccano Stadium. Get that one out everywhere. The Meccano.
Right. I tell you what, we'll leave the former player quiz to the end. We'll break with that. Make sure we get that in. Let's actually, as we're discussing grounds, let's go ahead and talk about the ground.
Good shout.
Amy, have you got what have you got for the ground, and what do you want to know from Mr. Butler?
Oh God, the only thing for me was when I was there, as I was saying before, it was a day for me, which is very rare when I wasn't drinking at a game. I remember being impressed by the ground itself, but as we've said, just not impressed with the location and the options as an away fan. But I do remember, I've said, amazing legroom. I'm sure I was on padded seats. I don't know if I'm misremembering that.
No, you were.
which is very, very rare. When I
Yeah.
think back to like Burnley away on the wooden seats,
Yeah.
you don't
Oldham,
expect this where we are.
Peterborough, Oldham,
Yeah.
places like that, QPR. You know, it's like going back to the 1940s.
So maybe that's why this has been such a popular away
Yeah.
day for our fans. Ben's
Yeah.
just said, "Why is your stadium so far away from the bloody stations?" But that's presumably location, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a typical modern day out of town stadium. You know, you get a lot of these now. That they're built in the commercial areas rather than next to railway stations. I mean, our original stadium was the hockey stadium. It was right next door. You couldn't get no closer.
Yeah.
And
I do think we're spoiled as Ipswich fans because ours is like a 10-minute walk from the station.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things for me. If we ever had to move the ground, it would kill me. I can't. I used to go down to uni on the train and go past Highbury, which is obviously now the Emirates, and a completely different location. I just can't. In my head, I can't picture Portman Road not being right in the middle of Ipswich. So for you guys, is it further away for you?
Well, I live about 30 miles away, so no, I used to live in Milton Keynes, but the house I wanted, it was a lot more expensive in Milton Keynes than it was where I am now.
I'll bet.
So I moved out and got a bigger house. So no, the house prices in Milton Keynes are stupid. So we got out. So I actually live closer to Northampton Town. I'm not far from the Russian and Diamonds old ground.
Oh, there you go. Colin Plum says, no governor ground that holds 30,000 plus if you average 8,000, apart from when you play at Ipswich Town. What are your general average attendances?
I've got a question for you, right? Before we do that, yeah?
Yeah, fire away. I'll answer anything, me.
Do you know how many tickets you've sold for tomorrow?
Well, I'm saying 7,000 is a headline number, but
I've got the official figure this afternoon.
Oh,
and it's 7,221.
Wow, look at that.
It won't be the biggest away following we've had at Stadium MK.
No, what is the biggest?
I think it was about 8,000 or 9,000. That was before any restrictions on away, and we've had Wolves and Sheffield United and Coventry used to put on a big, it's only about 30 mile down the road. So but I'm sure you're all pretty good. I'm sure you're all looking forward to your cup final tomorrow.
Well, it's a big game for both clubs. But we've been so outside the playoffs all year with a lot. We spoke in the summer about expectation and in the new players coming in and wanting to see us in that top six. We haven't been in the top six from my memory once all year. So to play a team like MK, who you can see just in the distance, and if we grab a win tomorrow, it's almost like we pull you back into and we pull ourselves back into the race. That's why I think it's a huge game.
Do you think on the flip side, if you lose tomorrow,
I think we're out.
I was going to say it's not, and especially the way you're bringing all your fans tomorrow. Well, some of them, it feels like it's an all or nothing game, and that's probably what's built the attendance up for tomorrow. So
I think it is. I think it's a must not lose. I mean,
that's why we're calling it your cup final.
Well, that's fine. That's we've got to respect where we are. Someone like Colin, who's seen it all, he'll be he'll just be aghast at that. But 7,221, that's actually some League One averages, some League Two averages. What's your average?
It's better. I think our average is something in the region of about. Have you changed, Amy?
Yeah, I moved. The router's here. It's either the fact that it's Friday night or it's my chavvy next door neighbour pinching me internet.
All right, okay. I think our
average is stuff like that.
I think our average is slightly over about 8,000.
Oh, so it's going to be a cup final. You're right, 50-50 split.
Well, obviously there are away fans involved in that, and you never know what the breakdown is. But I think it's going to be close tomorrow. But we may fractionally, outnumber you. But as you're all together, you'll obviously sit there and go, "Oh, there's no way there's 7,500 MK Dons fans in there." But they're all spread out. It's a bloody big stadium.
We did say that about Donny on Tuesday night. Apparently, I think I saw. Did I see 6,000? I swear, I'd be lucky if it was 3.
Yeah, but
There
I
we
mean, they're
go.
all spread out. It's a job to work it out, isn't it? I mean, we've got quite good at it, especially looking at away grounds, because we know how much. So, you know.
All right, right. Let's move it on to parking.
Oof.
Where to park?
Ipswich, I'd say, a good guess.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
get out of the car and walk. That'd be quicker.
What sort of parking facilities are around the ground, Colin?
Right, the top tip I've got to give anybody that's going to go there tomorrow and wing it is don't park in Marks and Spencer's, Asda, or IKEA. You'll get a tug. You'll either be clamped or fined or whatever, because they've all got warning signs on. There's CCTV, and they've got this, the number plate recognition. So if you're there exceeding the certain amount of time, you'll get nicked.
Right. So this area here, M&S next, H&N, this area here, right?
Basically, I'll say to you, if you haven't already pre-booked your parking at Stadium MK, don't try and park there, because you're just asking for trouble. And there have been a lot of people got done. So,
okay, so let's live in the world that you haven't done that on by this point. Where would you then, Colin, if you were a Town fan just for 10 seconds, but you knew the area really well, where would you be heading to park if you hadn't got that Stadium MK parking?
Right, on the north of your diagram, you got the A5 in yellow, yeah? So you're going to be heading down towards the stadium, and you'll see the stadium on the left-hand side. Don't go left, go right, just before the traffic lights, and come over. Hang on, where you see where it says Bounce Indoor Trampoline Park?
Yep, here.
Yeah, round there is all industrial estates. Now, you can all have a little bounce later when you come out. It's called a Granby Trading Estate.
Right.
Now, there is a lot of free parking around there. And the best bit of advice I could say to you is be very careful. Some industrial units some won't, and they're usually got a notice outside saying do not park here on match days and what have you. But I would say go round to Granby and follow the lead of the locals. You'll see where the locals are parking.
So that's this area here.
Yeah. Magnet Trade, Polaris, all round there.
Okay.
Yeah, all that area.
Failing that,
I understand that the MK Bowl they've got what they're calling Park and Stride. You know, the MK Bowl was where I don't know, Michael Jackson was there and Queen and God knows who else over the time.
What? National Bowl. This place
the
here.
National Bowl, yeah.
Okay.
They're called Park and Stride. Now you can see it's a little bit of a walk.
Yeah,
but there are what they call redways.
Bit of a fucking walk. Jesus, Colin.
Well, I'm selling. Apparently, it's selling like hotcakes.
That's in Northampton.
Well, yeah, nearly.
Jesus.
And I'd say park out. I'd say if that is your only option, park out there. It's a 10-minute walk.
Okay, perfect. Love that. There we go. We've covered parking. Let's move ourselves on to the all-important where to drink, where to either commiserate.
Well, I know where I'm going.
where are you going, Colin?
I'm going in the world-famous Lewis Bar in the stadium. But bad news for you, like you're not allowed in there.
No. Now we've seen a lot on our Facebook forum, which is Town FC Fans. Weatherspoon's manager has been posting, hasn't he, Amy?
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
Tend to harass every away team.
Well, don't plug in the bar with, from experience. It's your standard Weatherspoon, so it's fine if you're coming in. If you decide you're coming in by a train or whatever, it's not a bad option. But then I would advise getting a taxi for the rest of the journey. It's like an hour away from the stadium by a walk.
You got a guy there, Colin Plum. He's just said the plough at Simpson, which is a good shout.
Simpson Plough, Weatherspoon.
No, the plough at Simpson. The plough at Simpson.
Simpsons. There we go.
Yeah.
Do apologise. Plough at Simpsons. I know Ant still won't go to Witherspoons, Amy. He keeps replying to that same manager every time he sees a post. Oh, I ain't giving Tim Martin my money.
It's a little bit of an issue on away days. So I'm just whatever's cheap. It doesn't bother me. I can get 3 Jaegers for a £5. I'm there.
Sorry, Colin.
Yeah, another area is Fenny Stratford. You've got more traditional pubs down the high street of Fenny Stratford, and again, that's a 5 or 10 minute walk. So, unfortunately, there were 2 or 3 pubs relatively local, but 2 of them got really badly trashed by away fans. So, and they closed.
Really?
Yeah, really badly.
The other option, if you're wanting food and stuff, is like Frankie and Benny's, Nando's, and all of that.
They will allow you in there to drink if you're having food.
Lunch and have a couple of beers there.
Okay.
But as a seasoned away fan, those wouldn't have been the options for me. So,
but here is Fenny Stratford. So around this sort of area here.
Down the high street. Yeah, down the high street, you see the Malsa's Arms, the Bull and Butcher, that sort of place. They all. I wouldn't go that far down.
I'm looking for a burger place.
We can't beat Donny away.
I mean, if some of your fans like a canal side location, if you see where it says Fenny Stratford, you'll see just above it says the Swan.
Yep,
that's right on the canal.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, you got the
there. That's Fenny where Grills. My designated driver is going. Bless him.
Fenny Grills. There we go. We've found the new away day spot. Fenny Grills. Kebab burger and grilled chicken. Look at that, people. I want to see some Fenny Grills on the timeline tomorrow. Look at that. That's some great stuff.
Will any of your fans be going
with the chicken?
Pink punters tomorrow.
I've got no idea what that is, so I can't.
It's an LGBTQ bar.
Oh, brilliant! Epic.
I don't know whether it's open during the day, but
brilliant. Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, yeah. Can get a woo-woo. That'd be nice. No, I had a woo-woo. Actually, that's Witherspoons, isn't it? A woo-woo, Amy. I've not had a woo-woo.
Yeah, they do jugs of it, don't they?
Really?
I've got a clue what you're going on about.
Oh, if you're not had a woo-woo, you're missing out on live, Colin. Right.
I can believe it.
Trust me, I'll treat you to one next when we play in the playoffs. Right, we're left with...
I'll see you at Wembley.
Oh, I like that one. We're left with... Right, player connections.
This is going to be terrible, isn't it?
It is. Well, for you, hopefully for you, not for me, but it could be. Last week I wasn't so great.
Well, we'll see.
Right, Amy's got a couple of players. We're going to try and guess. Play along at home. Let us know if you know who these players are. Right, Amy, over to you.
And it's all about Ipswich. Playing for Ipswich, I've got no chance, have I?
We've played for Ipswich and MK Dons.
No, what I'm saying, if it's an Ipswich stat or anything of that nature, I'm probably not going to get it. If it was an MK Dons, I might have half a guess.
She won't do that.
I've tried to be balanced. So we know.
I know you're going to stitch me up.
So to try and make it fair, what I'm going to do is I've got a keeper, a defensive midfielder, 2 other midfielders, and how many have I got there? 1, 2, 3. I've lost track already. And 2 forwards. Right. So you can pick whether you want a keeper, the defensive midfielder. I've ended up with 6 there, haven't I?
Oh, I like this one.
Oh, really?
2 midfielders or 2 forwards. There we go. We've got 6 to choose from. So you can choose which one you want me to.
I'll let the guest go first.
Go for.
Oh, crikey.
Just as a heads up, we already know that Jordan Spence and Andros Townsend were 2 Ipswich. Were both. Because Martin and I were both very shocked by that.
Because they were probably about the only 2 I know. Go on then. If it's my go first, I will use the goalkeeper for my sins. I was part of the goalkeepers unit, so I'll go for a goalkeeper.
Okay, so off the top of your head, any goalkeeper that you can think of that's played for both teams?
I know 2.
I'm pretty sure I know which one you're going for. If you get both, you've won the game already. Go on, go for
it. I think. Look, what's he waving his hands about for? Did Cody Cropper play for you?
That's the one I thought you wouldn't get. Yeah.
Oh,
I wouldn't get.
Stunning guess.
Yeah.
He could.
Oh. Cody Cropper.
And Cody Cropper, you remember him?
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah.
American or Canadian? Was he American or Canadian?
American, I think, from memory.
Yeah, I think didn't he come from the? I can't remember the American League now. Was it the MLS or something? What is it?
Yeah, the MLS. Yeah.
So he was in our youth squad, and then he went
Really?
over to America and
Yeah.
and played for you guys 2015.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then went.
he was first choice for a while. He made a few terrible cock-ups. So
He was born in Atlanta, Georgia. He's only 28 still.
really?
No. There you go.
I'm well impressed you picked him first. Very
am as
impressed.
well.
There we
Well,
go.
I'm
One to
I'm the former
to Colin.
goalkeeper, so I'm the former goalkeeper, so I take a bit of interest. Can I guess the other one, or are you going to let him have a
Yeah,
go?
you can, but you're not getting a point.
Oh, I got a feeling, and the guy now lives in Ireland and criticises the shit out of us. Ian McLaughlin?
Oh, that wasn't the one I was thinking.
Was that?
Right.
Did he
Let's have a
play for
look.
you? I think he did, didn't he?
I think
he's
as
on
a
my list.
youngster, as
Yep,
a young
he
young-
is. Yep, great shout.
Irish
Great
lad,
shout.
and he now sits on Twitter half pissed, moaning about goalkeepers, and I think it's hilarious.
Yep, he's
So-
now at
We like
Waterford.
pissed up people on Twitter.
Yeah,
don't we?
that's it. I know he went back to Ireland. Yeah.
Didn't actually play for us. Oh, that's Cody
Did
Cropper
he?
still. No, he didn't. He did play. He was registered to
He
Ipswich.
was registered with you, yeah.
but
Didn't
as
we
you
get
can,
him? No, we got him from Walsall, I think, didn't we?
there you go.
No, we
So
went to Walsall.
0 for us, 2 for Lowestoft, 5 for Stockport. Then he went to you and played 33 times.
Yeah.
Right, Martin, defensive midfielder, 2 midfielders, or 2
Oh,
forwards to choose
crikey.
from.
Oh, are you going to give me any help?
I've got some clues.
Oh, good. Right. Okay. Let's go for the
Try a
forward.
clue. We've got one of them now.
Yeah,
No,
which is-
it's
I
not.
don't-
I've not picked that.
That'd be
Haven't
too
you?
easy. No. Right. Okay. One of the forwards. Give me, and I need some clues.
One of the forwards. Okay. So he's now 35. Came through our youth
Oh.
team.
Dean Bowditch.
There we go.
And he
Boom.
still
Straight
works for
away.
our club.
Straight
He does.
away.
Community.
Yeah, he works
community.
for our club in the back room.
Yeah, he does.
Massively.
Yeah,
He-
commercial he works for.
I didn't realise he played for you guys for as long as he played for us.
Yeah, he
As
loved
far
it
as
there.
I know, he's our second best scorer.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, well, we haven't been going that long. Isel McLeod was our record scorer, and I think
37
Dean
goals in
Bowditch.
6 years.
How many?
37 goals in 6 years for you guys.
No, he scored more than that.
That's Wikipedia
scored-
for you. It's always wrong.
He
But
scored more
Oh,
than
I
that.
know, but I don't have
Scroll
time to
down,
check it
scroll
out.
down the bottom. Scroll down. Keep going, all the way down.
48 goals
going.
here.
He came back
Yeah,
again.
that's it. I was going to say, yeah, I thought it was nearly 50, but it was 48. Yeah.
48. Yeah, there we go. That's a
Okay.
And
pretty
he's
good
now
return.
now playing for Stowmarket, Martin.
No, he's not.
No,
He's
I
left there now.
don't
Oh, was he
think
left
he's
there
playing
now?
now, he's-
There you go.
no,
That's
he's
how
only-
good Wikipedia is.
He's
Yeah.
hung his boots up.
But he went back there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right,
I actually
1-1.
saw him today.
1-1.
1-1.
Let's go.
Right, Colin. So you can have a
on.
defensive midfielder, 2 midfielders, or another forward.
Oh, what a bloody. Go on, I'll go for a forward.
Okay,
No,
the
I'll have a
other
defensive
forward,
No, I'll have a defensive midfielder. Go on.
defensive midfielder. This is a really good one. I like this one.
Oh, bugger. No, I'll go for the forward.
No. Stay with this
Go on,
one.
the
Stay with this
midfielder. Go on
one.
then. Go on.
41-year-old Irish defensive midfielder
41-year-old.
began his career at Stella Marie, joined you guys in 2006,
Oh, I've got it.
made 78 appearances and scored
I've got it.
19 goals.
He's got it.
I've got it.
Who
Used
is
to be
it?
our club captain, Keith Andrews.
Fuck's sake.
Ever cemented in my memory for his absolutely incredible performance at Barnsley away under Paul Jewell when Paul Jewell should have been sacked. We were 2-0 down at half time at Barnsley, and he, as soon as we came back in the second half, scored 2 to bring us back to being equal, and we end up winning that night. It was
Yeah.
just amazing. Love
He
him.
now does a
Love
lot
him
of
to
TV
bits.
punditry, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
In the league
good,
above.
Good lad, Keith. Good lad.
He is. Right, my turn. I will take the forward. that Colin was humming and hawing over. I will take the forward.
Okay, so this forward came up when we did our away day show last time. Began his career at a major Premier League club. Came from them to us in 2011.
Oh shit!
Left us to go to Bristol City.
J. Emmanuel Thomas.
Yeah.
Yes, J. Emmanuel Thomas. Yeah.
I'm glad I never went for it. I wouldn't have got it.
Boom. Right. The only thing left to say before we close.
Colin, he made 4 appearances for you guys.
Well, I've got 4 minutes before I've got the press conference
Go on,
reaction.
name one more, both of you.
Go on then.
Quick fire round. Whoever can get one first, name another one right now. Right now.
Forward. What, another player?
Yeah. You want the other forward? 35. We've done both forward. Okay, here we go. 43-year-old midfielder.
43-year-old
midfielder at West Ham, came to us from on loan from Hull in January 2011.
Nigel Rio-Coker.
Say again?
Nigel Rio-Coker.
No, but that was the other one on my list. When we then signed him, he was shite, and we only had him for a year. He had curly hair.
Jimmy Bullard.
On Martin, thank you.
Yes, Jimmy Bullard. Look at that.
He never played for us, I don't think.
He went on contract for you for a few months at the end of the year.
I'm not even sure he played.
No, I don't think he did.
Oh, fuck it. I'll be stitched. I know I'll be stitched up in the end.
I'm happy to call that a draw.
Neither did Cody Cropper, but so am I. So at the moment, it's evens, Stevens. What's your score prediction tomorrow going to be, Colin?
I think it's going to be a draw. I'll go 1-1. At the end of the day, I hope you get out and you ain't got all 3 points. That's all I hope.
Yeah.
Because I think there's 9 points between us. Is that right? Something like that, 8 or 9 points, and that'll put you within 6 points of us. We figure if we can beat you tomorrow, that'll kill your hope a little bit, and and it'll kick us on a little bit more. But
I don't think you've got a massive
our away
amount.
form's a lot better. I will say one thing before we go. I was hearing you talking about you were 2-0 up at your place and we came back to 2-2. Do you know what record or stat we're top of in the EFL? Not all 4 divisions.
Last minute goals?
No.
Coming back from 1-0 down.
Well, you're sort of right. We've recorded more points from losing positions than any other team in the 4 divisions.
Wow.
So
that does not make me feel confident at all.
Cheers for that,
we
Colin.
were 2-0 down at Lincoln and won 3-2. So
fair enough.
Never think you wanted to hear the final whistle.
You've just popped my balloon. You've just popped my balloon. Cheers, Colin.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for watching this away day guide. This has been Colin Butler, the legend that is Amy Downs, the tractor girl, and I am the Guv. I am live again in 60 seconds with the player, not the player connections, with the press conference reaction show with Rich and Matt, and we've got joined by MK Dons fan Aiden. But yeah, so until next time, with love, with care, we'll see you in 6 seconds.